Erodicilee trotted gleefully through the sand and dirt beside his mummy, his nose raised as he took in the strange scents of this new world. His tail wagged as he sniffed at the scrub and brush they passed. He took a deep breath as he studied a rock that smelled like a creature had passed by recently. A rumbling in his stomach made him pause and sniff the air as he tried to find something living nearby. The surrounding breeze ruffled the massive fur that covered his entire body. Instead of a treat, he growled as the smell made him think of a predator. His small legs pumped as he veered away from his mummy and towards the potential threat. The source of the scent was long and flat. It slithered from beneath a fallen log with an extended hiss. Erodicilee's long ears flicked back, partially blocking the strange sound, as he growled back. In response, the new creature reared up and opened its mouth to display two prominent fangs as its forked tongue flicked in the air. His brown eyes met the newcomer's yellow ones. Neither moved until Erodicilee's fur started waving without the assistance of the wind. The pink strands twirled together into tendrils, but before either could attack, a pair of green-scaled arms scooped him from the ground. He let his fur tendrils fall apart as he wiggled into his mummy's embrace. Her yellow eyes, with their slit pupils so similar to the predator's, watched him as she bared her teeth, displaying her own two fangs. With a bark, he let his tongue loll out of his mouth. When she didn't pat him at his display, Erodicilee changed tactics and squirmed around to lick at her hands. With a snort, she changed her grip and he dangled in the air. "Bad boy!" She let out one of her strange high-pitched barks. "What did Mummy tell you about eating the wildlife? You know we have to keep a low profile, and it's bad for your stomach." The sound travelled into his ears and down into his core, making him shiver with delight as his stomach did backflips. He'd loved that sound ever since he'd spotted her moments after he first hatched. She was his mummy, his world, and he'd let nothing happen to her. A loud bang cut off his train of thought, and he jerked his body around to see the predator lying in pieces. His attention shifted to one of her companions, a lanky yellow creature covered in strange cloth that stunk like constant fear. The noise had come from the square device with a transparent cap. When they turned towards his mummy, he let out a growl. The fear smell doubled, and they quickly hid the device. Erodicilee watched the creature, its three strange arms waving through the air as it approved. It stopped out of reach for his tendrils, and Erodicilee only paused his growling after she patted him. Her hands ran through his fur, and he couldn't resist the urge to purr. It felt so good. Any time she paused, he licked her hands again in the hope she'd restart.